Hey, hello. So let me tell you how it all started because it's kind of a weird story. If you had told me earlier in my life that I would become a writer, I would announce you crazy because didn't have any ambitions to become a writer. But when I look back, it had been in me from the start. I have found short stories from when I was at a very young age and about a girl who got a magic pouch, and when she opened it she entered a different world with all weird creatures. And when I was like I think 15 years old or something, I've written a short story based on It by Stephen King. So I was doing things with words and with stories, but I never figured I could become a writer. I was very creative. I come from a very creative family, and I remember we were sitting at the dining table. I have two brothers and my father and my mother, and we were like crafting things and drawing things like that. But no writing, so I always figured I'll become somewhat of an artist, but on a different field. I went to art school, I studied photography, and but then something changed and I started writing. And I have to thank art school and a student of the same class who introduced me to the Lord of the Rings. It was when the films were made and he was showing me all these behind the scenes, and I was I fell in love with this world. That's why when I started becoming interested in fantasy, and it took many more years before I started writing, because that happened when in 2006, and I had this dream about a girl who came at like a white gate with behind it beautiful scenery, and I woke up and I had this feeling that she was thinking she was going to get a wonderful life there, start a new life. And I was thinking, I'm not sure if that's going to happen. This dream was a bit weird for me. Not in a way that I dream normal things all the time, but it was weird because it wasn't about me. It was about another woman. Normally I dream about myself being like a James Bond kind of person or something. So this story stuck with me, and I was thinking, well, if she's not going to have a wonderful life, what will happen to her? And I had some time off. I had a vacation. I wasn't going anywhere. And I thought, maybe I should write this down. And so I started writing it down. And after 2 weeks, I kind of had a complete story. And I wanted to write a short story, but it wasn't a short story anymore. It wasn't a complete book at that time. And I went back to my work, and co-workers said, what have you done on your holidays? And I said, well, I've written a book. And they wanted to read it, and they enjoyed it. And I was thinking, well, what do I do now? Because I can put it in a drawer and go back to my normal life and never look at it again, or maybe find it in 10 years or something, or I can do something with it. And I thought, well, people like what I've written, so let's see if I can find a publisher. And I did. I found a publisher in the Netherlands, and we started rewriting the story, and it completely changed from what I've originally written and what I've given to my co-workers to read. That became Hidraga in Dutch, but in English I've published it as City of Illusions. And it's a very personal story. If you read it, you're going to learn a lot about me. As I mentioned, I have two brothers. Lumea, my main character, has two brothers also. So there are a lot of similarities. Of course, there are also many differences because it's a fantasy story and I've never done things like Lumea has done. So it is different. When I wrote City of Illusions, the writing virus just grabbed me. I got really addicted to this new craft that I was learning, and this new thing that I discovered. So I never stopped writing since that day, since I had the dream about Lumea. And so the story went on from there. City of Illusions is a bit different than the other stories I write. It's a bit more hero versus villain. It is a standalone, it's a separate world. It has nothing to do with Lilith's world. And I have a gift for you, because if you join my reader group, and I'll drop the link below this video, I'll send you the ebook of City of Illusions for free. So you can, well, get to know me through Lumea. I hope you like this video. I will talk about the next books in some other video, and about all the things I've learned and I've done along the way and since I started writing. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, and you'll hear from me very soon again. Bye bye.